Hello, Super Dave here again with another review, and we're going to look at today Marvel Legends new Hercules. I really like this figure. It kind of fits in good with the Masters of the Universe classics, I think, as far as the look and feel of it. I think he's going to be a really neat figure. All right, so you see the back of the box, some really neat artwork there. Like that drawing. Look at those greenish blue veins popping there in that picture. It's really cool detail. And some of the other figures in the line have another shot of him there on the side. Got some varnishing here on the top with the blue glossy A for the Avengers Endgame movie coming out. Can't wait to see that. Not much on the bottom, so let's go ahead and break him open. All right, so we've broke him out of the package. Let's look at him even closer. Just an extraordinary looking figure. I like the headpiece. Man, this hair that's going on was really neat. Look, he's even got a man bun. Okay, everybody clap for the man bun. That's just cool. He's got some cool holsters on the back for his gear. We're going to look at in a moment. Of course, it's got this climbing gear, looks like on there. Just a dynamic looking figure. Let's look at his accessories. First of all, his dukes come with his fists ready to do action. They're the clenched fists that are ready to go there with no ability to hold on those. But what he does come with, he comes with a set, a pair of hands that can hold his weapons. And of course they have the nice hinged and swivel once you peg it in. So he's got a set of hands that will be able to hold his weapons. Okay, the first thing that Hercules comes with is this nice sword. A lot of nice detail on that sword. Gold texturing there. Very nice looking. Got some chipped edgings, if you can see that. So that the chipped edging. Battle damage going on there with the sword. It's really neat. Some nice details there. The butt of the handle. And he's got this other weapon, which looks very interesting. Looks like it could do a lot of damage. It's a heavy mace with blades all around it there. Check that out. Really neat detail going on with that. Looks like it's got some wood on the base there. All these blades coming out. Almost looks like something, the design that Roman Reigns, the wrestler, wears on his chest, kind of, doesn't it? The butt of that, look at there. Handle. So really neat. And of course, our action figure comes with the ability to put these right into his back holster area. There's that one for Hercules, and then the sword slides right into that one. So you got holsters for both weapons. That's unique. That's really nice. Nice detail. Let's get his dukes down. We're going to swap those out here in just a few moments. But again, look at those blue eyes. Really nice detail. Let's see if that face sculpt's got kind of like a little smirk going on. And of course, the man bun. Let's give it up for the man bun. Yes. Look at that. Give it up for the man bun. Excellent. Got some, looks like got a little fur going on with the detail. Look at the muscularity in his shoulders. That detail. And then, of course, got a little bit of hairy chest going on. The vascularity and the muscles, biceps there. Just really sharp looking figure. I said it before. I think, this almost futuristic looking outfit on his pants, his lower region here. This is just his boots and stuff. I don't know. That's not my favorite, but I'm not into Hercules comic books. I haven't read those. I know this is the look that he had in some of those comics, and it certainly looks good on the figure. I mean, I'm not, the colors match great. It looks great. I'm just, I would almost rather have a medieval look. Again, kind of like the Masters of the Universe kind of thing. But then again, even in Masters of the Universe, you had kind of a techie slash medieval thing mixture, you know, so it works. I love this this detail, almost a lion head, looks like on his belt buckle, the big belt buckle. He said, no, I am not a redneck, but I do have a big buckle. Check out my big buckle. One final accessory we want to look at that goes along with the in-game theme is this Thanos head in his armor, and with that face going on, which is the same face that came with the Marvel Studios 10 years pack, with the exception of the addition, rather, of the helmet. So you see the similarities of these two figures there. These two figures' heads there. So, while we're on that subject, let's bring our Thanos figure into play here. As you see, my Thanos has actually truly found the stones, and they are ripe. I mean, they are ready to go on his gauntlet. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, exactly. Just go to Hobby Lobby and get you some of those little jewels. Come in a little pack like this, and you got a whole bunch of the little jokers right there. And then for the yellow, since there's not a yellow, which is kind of weird to me. I think it's kind of weird that the pack doesn't come with yellow, but you can use these gold ones here that you have to buy separately. And if you hit Hobby Lobby right, you can get them half off. And then you have the nice gauntlet with the actual jewels that are just ready to pop. I mean, they look great. They look more defined, kind of like in the movie, I think. But anyway, there you go. You can pop that head on your Thanos Marvel Legends 10-year deal pack that came with the Doctor Strange, you know, action figure. And actually it was a 3-pack because it also came with the glowing power source in the middle of his chest, Iron Man. But there he is. You can pop that head. It's good and tight fit. It's a perfect fit. The color of the skin matches perfectly. So just say if you were interested in that, it does fit, and you could use that, because I mean, after he was derobing, it did take that, you know, off there. I am not getting the build after watching the review of Startimus Prime of the Build-A-Figure Thanos that comes with the full body suit for this particular figure. I decided I am not getting them or buying that one, because he does not have foot pivot. He doesn't have waist twist. His arms look absolutely awful. These arms look great on this Thanos with this bicep swivel and a great range of motion on his elbow, and his arms look normal and look right. They don't look right at all on that figure. So I am getting that Bandai Spirit, I believe is the brand, Thanos, that's basically the same size. He hasn't come out yet, but you can order him certain places. They're sold out on bigbadtoystore.com. But you can still find him some places online, and they may be getting some extras in after the pre-orders are over. They're in pre-order mode right now. But let's go on over to King Grayskull's cave, and we're going to look at the articulation on our Hercules figure. Join us over there. All right, here we are with our man of the hour. It is Hercules. And so let's take a look at his articulation first of all here. As we have said before, he is a very well-made figure, as usual, from Marvel Legends here of late through Hasbro. I think they do an excellent job. And of course, with the head articulation, he can look all the way up. I mean, I just love these neck hinges. It's just absolutely amazing. You can look all the way up. You can look down all the way, literally tucking his chin down so he can highlight the man bun. The man bun. It's just amazing. All right, so there it is. It's just absolutely great. So you can go back and forth. He can tilt his head pretty good amounts for what you would need for posing an action figure. And he's got his arm It's not hindered by that really. It's just the muscles that hinder that going. Look at the details in that musculature in the shoulders there. It's just amazing. I love seeing that kind of thing. And then you've got the double jointed elbow, bicep swivel. You know, of course, he can go all the way around. It's almost ratcheted. It's tight joints. He's got the hinge at the wrist with his fist. He's got these gauntlets which do not come off. Well, yep, they do too. They do come off. They are removable because, as I was saying earlier, you can pop off this fist like that and put his grappling, which is the set that he came with for both right and left hand, and they're pliable enough that you can open it, see there, without heating it up, but it's firm enough that it will hold that heavy mace. So there you are. He's got that ability right there to hold that. So there you go. And you got that double jointed elbow, which comes, see, they put a little niche there, a little notch I should say, right there in the bicep, so he can get a pretty good, better than 90-degree range there. Got some veins popping in his forearms going up into his wrist. Like I said, that gauntlet will come off and will spin there. You can position that, so you're going to be able to get some good poses. This is going to be, for this size figure, one of my favorites. Man, it is so neat. Look at that. And then same thing on this side, bicep swivel, nice shoulders. The only thing that I would say you could add to a figure of this girth and thickness and height would be, I think, the butterfly joint back here, kind of like Storm Collectible does. But I think they did a great job with this because you do get some extra depth so that you can get out there a good ways with that joint. The only hindrance, again, is just the muscularity and the bulk of these shoulders here, the muscularity of the shoulders. But great range of motion for a figure of this caliber, plus the ability to pose. Check that out. So, oh yes, look to my guns. Let's go from the back side. Oh yeah, look at that tricep definition, back definition, of course, in the back of the action figure. And of course, you have the ability to crunch all the way forward. Really good crunching activity, and you get a good amount of back bend there, and you do get a little gapping there when you, and look, even his tummy has some of the detailed hairiness going on there. So he is not a wrestler. He does not shave at all. All right. Said it earlier, but I don't know if it focused very good, but check out the detail on that buckle. I am not a redneck, but I do have a big buckle. But check that out. It's so neat. Cool. All right. And then on the other hand, of course, you can pop that fist off. You can put on the other, let's see, again, let me show you. You can remove that gauntlet if you had need to. Look at that definition in the arms there. Wow. Check that out. And you can get that gauntlet off. But then you can pop on this fist here with the open hand, which allows you to put the sword in his hand. So now you have the ability, let's go ahead and pop this one off here. You have the ability to do some really neat posing with a sword. Check it out. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Nice sword action. Oh, look. Back there. He was blending in all along. Well, I don't think Moss Man will hurt us, but look, there he was right there, blending in all along. Oh, that sneaky little devil. He was right back there. Well, hey, Moss Man, good to see you. But anyway, here we are with our Hercules figure. Let's go ahead and look at the bottom half here of his articulation. He can't quite do a split. The torso area in his crotch area kind of hinders that, but he certainly can go far enough for a man of his size. And then, of course, his legs go all the way back and can swing all the way forward, just about that far. He's got double jointed knees, which this top knee part doesn't do a whole lot of bending. This bottom one does all the bending, as you can tell there. This bottom one just does, this top one just doesn't do a lot of bending there. So that's as far as it's going to go. You're not going to get better than, just a tad better than 90 degrees. That's but see, with the wrinkly pants, along with the girth of his musculature, I'm sure underneath the pants, though there are illusions there, you wouldn't get a lot of bend anyway there, but unless they had extended this, made it look weird. But you don't get a lot of bend out of that top joint. Now you can hyperextend, so to speak, that bottom one and then bend the top one and then do that. So that does a little bit better. There it goes right there. That does a little bit better if you move it around and shift it a little bit like I just did. You can see it now, it bent, but you have to first bend that top one and then bend the bottom one, and you get a little bit more of a definition there. Just really nice though. And then of course, same thing on this side. You have the thigh cut and nice range of motion, and the knees again. And then on the foot, you get the ability to rock it that way, bend it right that way, all the way just about that way. Wow, look there, that's pretty good. And then you do get foot pivot, which is, I'm a big fan of that, just like Chartemus Prime. I think that's great, because then when you're standing them up like that, you can bend his legs back and have it flat footed and not feel like that you have to have it tilted on the edge like some of the other figures that cannot tilt their feet like that. So he can still be flat footed there, but yet have a great angle and stand perfectly fine on his own. Just excellent. Just excellent. Excellent job. Excellent job, Marvel Legends. Excellent job. Just very pleased with this figure's articulation and his look and his feel and his quality. Everything matches his color tone, his his green, his gold, the chiseledness of his face. I mean, let's look at that again. If we can get a better zoom over here under these lights. There we go. Look at that. Just excellent, excellent. And look at whoops, sorry. That's okay. We'll just look at that way. Check that out. Mustache, goatee, beard, blue eyes, wavy hair. That hair looks really nice there. Again, the man bun. Pop it back on. But there it is. There it is. Wow. Just excellent, 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 excellent. We'll get some cool poses here in just for a moment. All right, let me pause a second and see if this harness is removable. All right, so now that we're back, I wanted to just show you that you can, look, you can pop, there's a place right there, you can pop that little peg out of that hole, and you can easily remove, even without moving the head, you can easily remove the chest gear. So if you want to get rid of the giant buckle, which also includes a little bit of a crotch guard there, a little bit of a cup there to guard things for when Hercules gets in a big fight with some big jewels, he can guard his there. But there he is right there, just amazing. And there is all of his wrestling looking he could jump ship and move over to WWE, I believe, with that look. Wow, he could debut as somebody. Let's see, maybe Glory. Let's see. Glorious. No, he'd need a robe for that. But he just looks excellent. Just looks excellent with a little bit of, well, no, wrestlers usually shave, but some of them as of late have come out with a little bit, sporting some hair there. But yeah, just really neat, just being silly here. But of course, he just looks good. I don't think the crotch area looks as good without the garb. I see some paint scuffing here. When you start moving your figures around, you're going to have some chipping, maybe a little bit sometime, but overall the paint apps on this particular figure, from what I've been able to tell, and the detail and the wrinkles in the pants and just the muscularity and the articulation, the tightness of the joints, I can't complain about anything. I just think that this figure is top notch. I like him. Like I said, this area right here looks cheesy to me. You wouldn't want to buy a figure that looked, this would take away from it if you saw him like that, if he was plain like that out of the package. So for that reason alone, I'm probably going to try to leave on his his stuff here. It was definitely easier to get off than it is to get back on for me anyway. I'm going to mess anything up, but there we go. Just from that standpoint, I think he looks better. And this may be a little bit of a issues getting. Nope, that popped right back on there. Good deal, good deal. Didn't give me any problems. Popped it right back into that little peg hole. But yeah, as far as his, and this chest piece on the front looks fine. I mean, it matches, everything looks good. I think it goes along well with the figure. But it certainly adds to the look of his waist area compared to without it, in my opinion. I think you can tell me what you think, but I really like this figure. I think he's great. So we'll get him in some poses. Again, thank you for watching. And if you will, click that subscribe button if you enjoy these videos, and that bell if you want to be notified when I release new review videos, or part 3 of Masters of the Universe. The story is coming out. The great wars have begun, and so you're going to see King Grayskull forming his council. You're going to see Light Hope making an appearance to talk about the future and about the prophecies that are coming up. So if you're a Masters of the Universe fan, please come along with us, because we're going to hopefully have a lot of great things coming out. And more reviews. Some of them are random. I'm going to try to do some Masters of the Universe stuff and other figures that I probably will end up, even Hercules may even make an appearance in a Masters of the Universe movie diorama that I'm putting together. I think we could use him, and just enjoy these action figures, especially these that can be posed. But also, please like if you're enjoying, and comment below. Tell me what you think, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Here's some good poses. Oh, look, and he's wearing his Superman pajama bottoms.